Hi, my name is Trustin Inquiry. In this video, we're going to be discussing about how to create developer content that is engaging. In developer marketing, creating content for developers is a huge part of our responsibility because we want to create awareness and lead to adoption for developed products, and articles and content is a huge part of that. But how do we create articles or content that drives adoption and engaging for developers to read and share? In this video, we're going to be discussing 6 tips that can help you do that. The first is know your audience. So of course, before you start writing, you need to understand who am I writing for? What are their knowledge gap? Are they junior developers? Are they senior? Are they mid-level? What are their problems? Know your audience, because it helps you to structure the content in a way that makes them happy to read, again, of course, engage them as well and then share. For example, how you write an article about JavaScript for beginners is not the same as how you write it for senior developers, because you want to explain more concept for junior people that you will assume that seniors should know when you're writing for them as well. So first, know your audience. Second is, when you're done knowing who the audience are, who your developers are going to read the articles are, the second is dump your ideas anywhere. So don't overthink your draft. So the first draft, basically read random ideas about the article without proofreading, just share your ideas on there. Don't overthink it, because so many people tend to overthink their draft, and it makes the draft not so comprehensive, in terms of who they want to share this with. So when your idea is in your head, write it down. It could be on your PC, it could be on paper. Just dump your ideas in there. It shouldn't make sense to you at the point, that's fine, write it there. Then later you can come back to a bit and then structure it. The third tip is to add examples. So many people think that when you're writing articles for developers, they are very technical, that it shouldn't be fun reading it. You should add stories if possible, add examples of what you're trying to write. For example, if there are projects that are using the product you're trying to explain, or you can describe how the product using that particular technology scaled in doing ABC, or whatever you're trying to achieve with your article. Add examples, tell stories if possible, your own story or stories of anybody you can refer to. Make it engaging, because examples can also important to drive attention, and also drive the knowledge gap to be filled with your content. The fourth thing you take a very good look at is adding CTAs and summaries. Articles that meet CTAs tend not to move the readers or developers in this case to do action. For example, you want to tell developers what's next. Okay, yes, I've read the entire article, I know this, so what next? So what should I do with this article? So if applicable, and sometimes mostly applicable to all articles, add CTAs. It could be a link to a GitHub repo for them to try it out. It could be a link or something. It could be something you want them to do as CTA, because it helps the readers to finally find a way to apply their knowledge from what they've read in your article or content. Lastly, we want to break down large text and points. So following the point 2 or tip 2 we just mentioned, once you've dumped all your ideas into one piece of paper, into one document online on your PC, go back and of course edit, proofread. Before you publish, you can also proofread again. There are software like Grammarly that can help you do that. The other software, of course, you can research that. That helps you fine-tune your grammar, fine-tune the tune, fine-tune everything you need to fine-tune before you push it out there. So with these tips, you can of course do better in your articles and craft and create developer content that's engaging and drive awareness and adoption for your use case.